persuade my audience to practice positive thinking because it will improve your health. The question is your glass half empty or half full? Many people have reasons why the glass can be half empty or half full. However, have you ever thought that the way you answer this question could affect your health? According to the Mayo Clinic in their article, Positive Thinking, they stated that some studies show that personality traits such as optimism and pessimism can affect many areas of your health and well-being. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, what is positive thinking? Positive thinking means that you choose to approach difficult circumstances with a positive and productive mindset. For example, your computer stops working and you can't figure out what is wrong. Most people's initial reaction is frustration, panic, and anger. But instead, you should calm down and think about the positives in the situation, which are now you can take a break while you are trying to figure out the options as to why your computer isn't working. And now you know eventually that the problems will get resolved. Positive thinking starts with self-talk. Self-talk is the endless stream of unspoken thoughts that run through your head. These thoughts can be negative or positive. Self-talk comes from logic and reason, as well as misconception that your mind creates because of lack of information. These thoughts can determine if you are someone who is optimistic, which is someone who practices positive thinking and has more positive thoughts, or someone who is pessimistic, which means you are a person with mostly negative thoughts. One way to start positive thinking is to be able to identify negative self-talk. Some common forms of negative self-talk are filtering, personalizing, catastrophizing, and polarizing. Filtering is when you only focus on the negative aspects of a situation and weigh out all of the positive. For example, you go to school and you ace your test that you studied really hard for, and you get all caught up on your work for the week. Then at night, you focus only on the work that you have ahead of you and the test that's coming up next week, that you forget all about the good that happened earlier in the day. Then there's personalizing. This is when something bad happens and you automatically blame yourself for it. An example would be to go up to your best friend and they don't seem like they want to talk to you, so you automatically assume that they don't want to be around you. The next is catastrophizing. This is when you automatically think the worst in a situation. And a sample would be, you left your soccer cleats at home, so you automatically think you're going to have a bad day. Then there's polarizing, which is when you only see things as good or as bad. There's no middle ground. A sample of this is that you feel the need to be perfect or you're a failure. Now, that you can identify negative self-talk, you want to begin focusing on positive thinking. Anybody can learn to turn their negative thinking into positive thinking. However, it does take time and practice to do so. Some ways are to identify areas to change. This is the first step, and it's to identify the parts of your life that you normally think negatively about. The second is to check yourself. So throughout the day, stop and analyze what you're thinking. If your thoughts have been negative, try to find a way to make them more positive. Another way is to be open to humor. Give yourself permission to smile or laugh, especially during difficult times. Try to find humor in everyday circumstances, because when you laugh at life, you feel less stressed and more at ease. Following a healthy lifestyle is another way to practice positive thinking. By eating a healthy diet and trying to get 30 minutes of exercise at least 4 times a week is a good example. Then there is surrounding yourself with positive people. Surrounding yourself with positive people in your life can always help encourage your own positivity, because they make you feel more positive about yourself. One of the most important things is to practice positive self-talk. You can start this by not saying anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to someone else. When the negative self-talk enters your mind, think about it and respond with positive affirmations of the good things about you. Here are some examples of negative self-talk and how you can change them into being examples of positive self-talk. For example, I'm too lazy to get this done. You can change that thought into something more like, I wasn't able to fit it into my schedule, but I can re-examine some priorities. Another example is, you're given a difficult task and you automatically think it's too complicated. To be more optimistic about it, you could think, I'll tackle it from a different angle to try and see if there's an easier way to do so. Now, what you all have been waiting for is the health benefits of positive thinking. It is said that one theory is that having a positive outlook enables you to cope better with stress situations, which reduces the harmful effects of stress on your body. One example from Johns Hopkins Medicine is the power, from his article, The Power of Positive Thinking. It says, people with a family history of heart disease who also have had a positive outlook were 1/3 less likely to have a heart attack or other cardiovascular event within 5 to 25 years than those who have a more negative outlook. This goes to show the power of positive thinking can do to one's health. Positive thinking can have the ability to help lower rates of depression and distress. It can strengthen your immunity, better your psychological health, and reduce risk of death from cardiovascular disease. It can better your coping skills during hardships and times of stress, lower your cholesterol, slow your aging, and increase your lifespan. The benefits of positive emotions don't stop after a few minutes of feeling good. In fact, the biggest benefit that positive emotions provide is an enhanced ability to build skills and develop resources for use later in life, according to the Huffington Post, The Science of Positive Thinking. So why not start practicing positive thinking today? What can it hurt? It can help you feel happier, less stressed, and help your health. So why not take a few moments of your day to practice positive thinking? Now it is up to you to determine how full your glass is and become the optimist you deserve to be.